By far and away, one of the most popular attractions here at the Fort Worth Stockyards is Billy Bob's Texas. And from bull riding to beer drinking, there's something for everyone to do.
Well, Billy Bob's now is the world's largest honky-tonk, but back at the turn of the previous century, back about 1910, it was built as an open-air cattle barn. The cattle were kept here for the rodeo next door at Cowtown Coliseum and the livestock show. The ring where we have our bull riding, the arena there, it was once an auction ring when this was a cattle barn. And you'll notice that Billy Bob's slopes. Well, that's a perfect elevation now for concert seating, but back in the 1930s, that was really great for cleaning out the cattle pens with a fire hose, you know.
Staying true to their stockyards roots, Billy Bob's has real live bull riding performances every Friday and Saturday night. But not everyone makes the cut.
One of the things that we're frequently asked about our bull riding is, can anyone enter? And I think that they think that if they have a couple of beers and get brave, they can get on a bull and ride at Billy Bob's, and that's not the case. They're professional bull riders, and so this is the real deal. There's no drugstore cowboys in our bull ride.
Billy Bob's has been synonymous with good country music since it first opened in 1981. And one place that you can see visible proof of this is here in the Celebrity Handprint Hall. Here visitors can come up and see handprints, footprints, dog prints, whatever prints from many of their favorite stars that have left them over the years as they've come through these doors. So you can come up and look and feel the concrete that your favorite star felt, or check your hand size like I like to do, and it just turns out that Waylon Jennings had my same hand.
I guess if there was one particular place in Billy Bob's that's my favorite, it would be our Celebrity Wall of Fame, where we've got the hands in concrete of all the entertainers that have been here, and there's some wonderful stories. Like in 1990, February of 90, Alan Jackson played for free on our Honky-Tonk stage as a showcase artist. Another great story on that Wall of Fame is Leann Rimes when she was 8 years old. Everything's been documented there, and there's some people that have left us, Conway Twitty and Dottie West and Roger Miller. People that have passed on, we've got a permanent memory of them.
Billy Bob's has become such a country music staple that in some cases the artists are just as excited to be there as the fans.
I think a lot of people realize that they've made it in country music if they've passed the Billy Bob stage, and that goes for everyone from Martina McBride to Brooks and Dunn. A lot of them will say, in fact, Alan Jackson still says in his concerts, even though he's playing in the big arenas now, he still says that he wrote the song Dallas from his experience on stage at Billy Bob's.
The bull riding and live music aren't the only ways to have a good time at Billy Bob's.
Well, video games are something we're pretty proud of. We learned a few years ago that Billy Bob's was just as popular with youngsters under 18 as it is with their parents. And although you have to be accompanied by a parent to come in Billy Bob's, we want to make sure that there was plenty for kids to do in here as well. So we added $500,000 worth of video games. And so if you're not into the concert, you can certainly come in and play video games. Or, if teenagers and young adults and older adults like to play pool, just all kinds of things to keep you busy. We can always tell when there's newcomers to Billy Bob's because they walk around going, wow.
And just because Billy Bob's is a family-friendly place doesn't mean that things don't still get a little rowdy.
Well, actually, we've got some great records here. The most amount of beers we've ever sold here at Billy Bob's is 16,000 bottles in one night. That was the night of Hank Williams Jr. The next highest is 15,300, the night of Robert Earl Keen. We also set a world's record back in 1983. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Merle Haggard bought the largest round of drinks here at Billy Bob's. He was promoting his song CC and Waterback, so he had that. $12,000 was his bar tab, and it was 40 gallons of whiskey.
Records like that are only part of the reason why Billy Bob's is so famous. Since its inception, Billy Bob's has established itself as one of the premier honky-tonks in the world and has become an icon of the state of Texas and of Fort Worth. As a matter of fact, many movies and popular series have been shot here over the years. Movies including Baja, Oklahoma, starring Willie Nelson, Other movies like Over the Top, Pure Country, and Necessary Roughness have all been shot here on this location. So you might see Billy Bob's not only in the news, but also in pop culture. One of Billy Bob's most famous movie paraphernalia can be seen here hanging over the dance floor, and that is the mirrored saddle that was used in the movie Rhinestone, starring Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton. With worldwide acclaim and local flavor in hand, Billy Bob's will keep on honky-tonkin' through many nights to come.